Let's sew a Jedi robe. You need 4 pieces to make a Jedi robe, plus a 5th if you want to make a pocket, which I am going to show. Let's start off with what you will need. You'll need a hood, you're going to need sleeves, you're going to need the sides of the robe. These are the same things, mirrored, one on the left, one on the right, and the back, and the 5th being a pocket. To start off with, this is a hood piece. This is from a Vogue pattern that I have. If you have a pattern with a hood, great. If you have a hoodie somewhere in your drawer, in your closet, on the floor, you might be able to trace it. That's how I made my first hood. So, number 1, hood. Number 2, sleeve. This is part of the sleeve pattern. These are nice, big, spacious sleeves. This is 1/2 of one side. For the sides, it's quite long, and you cut 2 of these. One facing one way, one facing the other. So if you have fabric that you fold in half, put the pattern down and cut it, you should end up with one looking this way and one looking that way. Or maybe this is a better way to show it, also known as mirrored sides. And then there's the back. Pretty simple. This is 1/2 of the back, also quite long. And same thing as what I mentioned with the sides. If you have fabric that is folded in half and you line this up at the fold, cut it, open it up, you'll have the back. So we have the hood, the sleeves, the sides, the back, and then pockets, because I love pockets. We'll go through these pieces one by one and then assemble them. So I have my fabric cut. The hood is a great place to start. I will fold the fabric in half and cut 2 mirrored pieces of the pattern twice, so that I will end up with 4 individual pieces, sort of like a top and a bottom layer of the hood. You're going to want to put the left and right sides together, sew them together with a middle seam twice, then sew both halves together with the right sides together, the wrong sides on the outside, so you have one hood as you see here. And onto the sleeves. You will see the pattern here is 1/2. Just fold your fabric in half and cut the sleeve. No need to cut it into 2 pieces. And right now what I'm showing you is the wrong side, or the inside of the sleeve. Here you can see this part is what I want to have as the right side, or the outside part. The right side being like this, what the public is seeing, versus what's inside and not shown. So what I had done for each of these sleeves is I had the fabric folded in half, had the pattern against that, so it's doubled up. See? When folded in half, you see a point. The point is what will end up going on the shoulder. Watch this. So when I sew this together, these 2 seams, I'll have a nice big sleeve. Flowy and spacious. If you've got 2 arms, you need 2 sleeves. You can use pens or you can use clips. For the sides, you are going to want to cut 2 individual pieces by folding the fabric in half and cutting a mirrored piece to create a left and a right. Now, mistakes will happen along the way. Remember, this is my 15th robe and this is sped up for social media. The back is quite simple. This is just 1 piece. You're going to fold the fabric in half, put the pattern piece down, and create 1 large mirrored piece. And the pockets. As with the hood, you're going to end up with 4 quadrants, or 2 mirrored pieces of the pattern, 4 sections. Now let's put this all together. Sequence isn't all that important, so play around with this, get comfortable, and see how you do. To start putting this together, you are going to want to line up the sides and the back, putting the seams together where the sides and the back meet, leaving room for the pockets. I tend to always get the pockets wrong at first. Just remember that pockets are on the inside, so even if you have the wrong side in there, that's okay. Try basting or pinning. Basting would be sewing the garment together at the largest straight stitch possible to see how it looks, if it feels right, and if not, you can seam rip it quite easily. Here I'm holding up the part of the sleeve that we want to attach to the robe. So you can see I have the wrong sides clipped to the wrong sides of the robe, ready to sew this in. And now for the hood, which should be one piece made of 4 quadrants, which are sewn together. You're going to want to line this up, stitching this into the wrong side or the inside of the robe. I used a zigzag stitch because I have a rather heavy fabric. I did not need to do any hemming because I used a knit fabric that will not fray. For most other fabrics, you will need to hem the sides as well as the bottom of the robe. If you get a knit that does not require hemming, you have saved yourself a lot of time. Now, obviously, this was a very sped up and not comprehensive overview of all of the things involved in sewing a Jedi robe. So tell me, how did I do? What did I miss? What information do you wish to have? Do you want me to set up a study hour? Do you want to email me with questions? Should I do a more comprehensive video on my YouTube channel? Tell me what you think. I would love to see you in your Jedi robes, and thank you so much for tuning in.